The Volvo XC60 sits right at the heart of the big-selling mid-size crossover crowd. It's handsome and luxurious, and it wraps you in a safety blanket as comprehensive as the Swedish welfare state. It's not distracted by off-road ambitions. Neither is it wearing the pretense of track-lapping athleticism. So it's not hampered by the heavy and cumbersome hardware of the former, or the harsh inflexibility of the latter. This middle-of-the-road approach of course lands it some stern rivals. The Mercedes-Benz GLC, Audi Q5 and BMW X3 are all right there and implacably competent. But the Volvo feels very different inside. Its decor is as Scandi as a Stockholm boutique hotel bar. The first-gen XC60 landed in 2008 and lived for 9 years, 50% longer than the industry norm. The fully redesigned second-gen XC60 launched in 2017, and with a lot of momentum behind it. The old one wasn't only Volvo's best-selling car, it was also the best-selling vehicle of its type in Europe. Its suspension manners might have been pretty rough and ready, but even that wasn't enough to hold the old car back. The car you see here gave Volvo a chance to exploit the old buyer's loyalty while fixing the faults. That means better suspension. It also brings more tech and even more safety features. The platform, powertrains, suspension, seats, and interior operating system are unashamedly the same as other modern Volvos. In short, the new XC60 is the XC90 reduced. Reduced but not diminished. For the loss of the XC90's third row of seats, it gains a handier sized outline and a little extra agility. A whole host of hybrids. Everything has at least mild hybrid assistance, with prices starting at around £42,000 for a 247 brake horsepower B5 petrol with front-wheel drive and 37.2 miles per gallon claimed economy. Another £885 gets you a diesel, remember those. That's over a second slower to 62 miles per hour, but tops 44 miles per gallon and brings all-wheel drive. AWD can also be added to the B5 should you have shunned diesel. If you're willing to spend £53,000, or significantly more, there's the T6 Recharge, a plug-in hybrid with 345 brake horsepower, claimed but improbable 282 miles per gallon economy and just shy of 50 miles of electric-only range on a full charge. Up your budget north of £65,000 and there's the T8 Polestar, which takes the PHEV powertrain and trades a few miles per gallon and emissions-free miles for a mildly OTT 450 brake horsepower and sub 5.0 sec sprint to 62 miles per hour. Overkill for a mid-size SUV, arguably. But kinda cool too. On the safety front, the XC60 runs as many helping hand systems as any other Volvo. Which means, to a reasonable approximation, any other car on the planet. The XC60 uses the suspension from the XC90, so mostly it feels very similar. The wheelbase is shortened and the track narrowed by the simple means of different hubs and wheel offsets. From the driver's seat, it's an asset to have something less bulky when you're threading down city streets or narrow lanes. All of the XC60's engines now gain some form of electrical assistance. Identify the mild hybrids from the BEV badge on the boot. The mild hybrid B4 diesel is up to the job, making 62 miles per hour in 7.8 seconds. It's pretty quiet too, though like most four-cylinder diesels is a bit grumbly when cold. For most, this engine may be a better option than the plug-in hybrid, which is pricier to begin with and only more economical if you have somewhere to plug it in.